Hvordan går det? Det går
What's up, guys? I'm KBHD here, and welcome back to Apple Pro Week. You saw the Mac Pro video, the second impressions. If you didn't, that'll be linked up here or below the like button. This is the other piece.
Det her, det er en skærm, hvor foden her koster $1,000.
Piece of that kit. It's the Pro Display XDR. So these will both get longer-term reviews, and I've committed to keeping you guys updated on Twitter with interim findings and things like that, suggestions for things you want to know, where benchmarks may happen, etc. But in the meantime, this is a quick sort of second impressions after using them for a bit and an unboxing and the Pro stand. Also, before you start freaking out about my eye being a bit red, yes, your boy got LASIK 2 days ago, no more glasses, and my vision right now is actually incredible. Like I can see like kind of everything. In fact, you got a little lint on your shirt right now. Anyway,
navy blue,
a little bit of bruising, it'll go away soon. Try to ignore for this video. All right, so huge cardboard shipping box again, and inside you have the Pro Display XDR box that's very large and very flat. Kind of expected it to be a bit more colorful, like all the rest of the ads for it, but just a plain white box again. And then you get the box within the box, which has some accessories. For the monitor, that would be a thick 7-inch by 7-inch microfiber cloth with a little Apple logo on it. The whole thing's about the size of a CD. It's really thick, actually, but okay. And then you get your power cable and your Thunderbolt cable, both black, both braided, both very high quality.
One ting Apple har lavet, det er en skærm, der er cirka $6,000.
Each side to give you a little more room to pull the display out. This is a really nice touch, and it's easy to come off like a fanboy saying this, but the Mac Pro packaging and the Pro Display packaging are some of the nicest product boxes I've seen in a while. So yeah, they'll do great on unbox therapy. And then, of course, you can't forget your paperwork, which does include 2 more gigantic Apple stickers, the same size as the Mac Pro's Apple stickers. Again,
Lad os lige lave noget IL-hygge igen snart, if you're ready. Vi kan bare lave IL-hygge nu.
I totally could. Anyway, all right. I've been a fan of boxy designs on stuff in the past. The new iPad Pros, some smartphones like the Note 9 and Note 10 in the
Det værste er, at du kan stort set ikke putte noget i en computer, der gør den 550.000 kroner værd. Altså, fylder du den ud med high-end grafikkort? Jo, der er sådan nogle high-end grafikkort, der var helt smadret.
That's some boxy stuff like this. So I really like the squared off sides of the new Pro Display XDR. You see that right away. It's so flat on the sides that you can just stand it up on its own.
Med halvanden terp ram. Ja, okay, det kan
I actually thought about leaving it there for a while I went and got the stand, but then I thought a bit more rationally about it and just resting it on the side.
Jeg kan komme forbi i aften,
So then comes everyone's favorite piece, the Apple Pro stand. So Apple famously on stage announced this as a $5,000 monitor with an optional $1,000 stand. I said that's crazy. It's a $6,000 monitor that you can buy without the stand if you want $1,000 off. But either way, this is the grand for a stand that got a lot of attention. The box it comes in though, which is separate, not gonna lie, it's also a really nice box, and you get the stand out, and it's just this slab of solid aluminum as you'd expect. It's
Hvordan fuck kan man sælge en omgang stål til $1,000? Bro, why even?
Protected in all sorts of ways by various stickers and cloths. But then the final piece of the puzzle is taking the Pro Display and snapping it on, connecting it to the stand, which thanks to magnets is super easy and really satisfying. So there you have it.
Okay, det er sygt nok, det der. Er det skærm? Ja. Prøv lov at sidde game Fortnite på den der. Motoren ind i bil koster det mere end $1,000. Bro.
So I'm not even gonna lie, low-key, between the new Mac Pro and the Pro Display XDR, I think I was looking forward to the new display for longer than I was looking forward to the new Mac Pro. Like some of you guys might not know if you're newer, but for years, I was a dual monitor person. Hardcore. I really loved my older pair of 31-inch Dell Ultra-Sharp matte finish boxy monitors that I used for years and years after some other dual monitor combinations that I tried. These were amazing. So when the iMac Pro came out, you know, it was great having all that power and everything, but now that I've moved to a single glossy display with huge ugly bezels, that was kind of killing me. So these displays are clean, modern looking, kind of boxy, the way I like them. Yeah, I'm just really happy they exist. But yeah, these are very unconventional, very unusual displays in a
Og selvfølgelig har han købt 2 af dem, men
a lot of ways from the spec sheet.
Bro, så han har givet mere for de der 2 skærme, end jeg har givet for min bil.
To the price, to the target demographic, to the stand it comes on.
Og det er med reparationer.
So 2 weeks into using it, here are some of my thoughts. First of all, this is the anti-glare version, so you're not going to see any sort of light reflections. This is a $1,000 option on Apple's website. Now, typically a matte version of a display will have that top panel of glass have a film on top of it that is anti-glare. What Apple's described this as is they've nano-etched the back of this top layer of glass so that the coating is not like visible or felt by your hand, but it's underneath, and that'll scatter the light waves and stop the reflections. To me, the anti-glare reflectiveness is really, really good. So there was no way I was going to go back.
Så du betaler $1,000 mere for, at den får sådan noget anti-glans, eller hvad?
To a glossy monitor again, and this super reinforced that decision. You can see with this monitor next to a glossy display, the difference is very clear. They have done a great job with this, and it looks great from every conceivable angle. The only downside is I think this has a real effect.
Det, man kan godt stoppe med det der.
This has a real effect on the viewing angle. So if you see this looks like a pretty evenly lit display, if you look on Apple's site, they'll say it has an essentially 180-degree viewing angle. Like they say you can look at pretty much any angle and get the same image. But look at the way it just sort of gets darker instantly on the sides here. And that's the way it looks in person. It's not perfectly uniform across the entire thing as far as viewing angle, which I want to test out, possibly looking at the glossy version of this and see
if it goes that
same.
Den effekt der, nej, det er jo ikke en effekt, det er jo den måde, som du ser skærm på. Det vil sige, hvis du får sygt meget sollys ind, så vil den ikke komme til at skinne tilbage i knolden på dig.
Thing the same way, but it's not perfectly uniform. This is why I tilt the monitors towards me in my setup instead of having them flat. Then the ports on the back of the monitor are pretty nice to have. So with this one, you get 3 USB Type-C and 1 Thunderbolt for input. And if you plug this monitor into a MacBook Pro, it charges the laptop through that Thunderbolt cable, which saves you a cable coming out of the laptop like some other monitors do. And also on the back is your power and a braided power cable, which is nice and high quality and about 6 feet long. And then you, of course, have all the holes in the back of the monitor for ventilation. What's nice, though, is it is completely silent, which is not true about every other display in this class. Now, for the full review, I'll be going more into detail with other Pro displays, which don't all have the same feature set and don't all look like this, but for now, yeah, it's a silent monitor. So yeah, ventilation does its job, and also you never have to look at the back of the monitor once you've put it on your desk, so...
Og når du kan finde på at købe den skærm der. Jeg har det lige så godt med at ikke at være i minus, kan man sige. $1,000!